Well, I finally did it. Broke down and got some accessories for the old Kodiak. Man, it only took me about 2 cold weather trips up to my buddy's cabin in Tomahawk, and with just below 0 days, and realizing how nice a windshield and some heated grips are. I don't know if it's just 28-year-old me talking and getting older or not, but it was just so cold. You know, the first trip we went up and my buddy just had a half windshield and we're just ducked underneath the general windshield just because you couldn't even show your face. And this last trip he had just bought a 2022 Kodiak and put grips and a windshield on right away, and it didn't take me very long to figure out that that'd be really nice to have on mine. So I found this windshield. It seems to go by a bunch of different names. So you know, it looked like it all came with the same hardware, everything, but 48 bucks on eBay. I'll put the link in the description, but nice quality windshield. I mean, like, I was expecting something way thinner, like, you know, like a snowmobile windshield where it kind of flexes in the wind. This thing would definitely blow some brush out of the way if you were gonna hit it. Very impressed so far. Haven't obviously put any miles on it yet, just installed it. But you know, with low price comes lower quality things. Not so much the windshield. You know, no instructions obviously, so you got to kind of figure out what you're doing there. But it does come with, you know, rubber washers and you know, thumb screws and everything like that. But so far, very impressed. I did read a couple reviews on Amazon before I found basically the same thing on eBay about the hardware kind of loosening up and, you know, your windshield kind of going floppy. It seemed like everything tightened up pretty good, but after, you know, you put some miles on and things start loosening up, it might not be a bad idea to at least hit most of the spots except a couple with some Loctite, you know, or medium grade. That way they don't loosen up, but you can still take it apart eventually. I'm gonna, you know, try it around the house for a while, and I got a while before we take this thing up to the cabin, so definitely give that a shot. I'll put the link in the description for this. I'm really happy with it. You know, you can always upgrade the hardware to something different, stainless, grade 8, whatever you want. But I did order some heated grips too. Finally landed on Tusk. They're actually just bar warmers, so you take the grip off, it's got like a adhesive, and then you slide your grip back on. Couple reasons I went that way. I could have spent, you know, 170 bucks on some lock-on grips, which, you know, everybody wants until, you know, you spend the money. So I went, you know, the pair I did get was actually 25, and I'm starting to like that better just because it's harder to find grips that have the lock on without spending a bunch of money. So on this thing, you know, it's not that expensive of a quad, so I went with cheaper grips. And the other thing I like about the cheaper grips is they run just a basic toggle switch that, you know, I'm probably just going to mount on the dash somewhere. All the nicer ones seem to go, you know, with variable heat, and they've got some sort of circuit board in there, and I don't know, my mindset, I just think that's going to get wrecked at some point. So went with a basic toggle switch and glue-on heaters, which should be here I think next week, and I can make another video on those, just kind of how to install them. I've never done them before. I'm sure there's a few more videos on it, but see how it kind of adapts to this quad and see if it was worth the 25 bucks or if I should have just went with a $200 pair or whatever. But I figured for this thing, you know, I'd run some lower budget stuff and either really enjoy it or learn my lessons for the future. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys kind of a go around to the windshield. Just super happy with the quality so far for being $48, because, you know, you can spend the world on whatever you want, but this, I'm kind of just looking to break the wind with the last couple trips, how cold they were. I just can appreciate, you know, being out on the ice and being a little bit more comfortable going from spot to spot.